What's good, brothers? What's good, man? I don't know what was going on with Streamlabs, man, but they kept logging me into the wrong account, man. They wouldn't let me log into my YouTube account, man. So I don't know what was going on over there. I might have to uninstall and reinstall the app. I don't know what's going on over there, man, but they wouldn't let me log into my YouTube account, man. So had to bring it over here, man. And as you can see, I don't even stream over here no more, man. I ended my subscription over here, so you see the StreamYard logo up in here, man. And I can't play my songs and my intro, man. Can't do nothing. I don't even stream over here no more, man. But here we are, man. Y'all bear with me. We got to do what we got to do to get the show done, man. So let's get it. The man with a plan. What up, man? Kenny, what's up? John Jack, what up? Renzel, what up, man? Brownson, what up? Lincoln, what up, man? Sensei, what's up, man? Sensei, what's up? Miami Soldier, what up, my boy from the bottom? D-Tunk, what up? Alexio, what's happening? Amizi, what up with you, bro? Great vibes, what up, man? Octavius Ho, what up, O? JC, what up, John? I see you, man. Let's get it. Log, what up? D Fleming's my brother. What's good with you, man? Appreciate you being in the joint, fam. Corey Wright, what up, C Wright? Dame, what up, bro? I see you, man. Sean Dunn, what up? Kevin Roman, what up, KB? LG, I see you, Langston, what up, man? John Wayne, what up? Asu, what's good, man? Jarrell J, I see you, bro. Cole, what up, man? Prime, I see you, man. What up to you? Shalom. Rich, what up, homie? What's good? Kareem, I see you, bro. What up? Trolling, what's up, man? Gambino, what's good, man? Bimo Lottie, what up, man? Derek College, what up, man? Let's get it. Let's get it. Junior Mufasa, I see you in the building. Reject, what up? Don Perry, what up? Unreasonable, what's happening with you, man? Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Get the people a couple of minutes to get in here, man. I know we were supposed to rock out on the other side over there, but I don't know what happened, man. I had to check it out. I'll check it out tomorrow, man, to see if I can get that thing taken care of, man, because right now, matter of fact, let me go in here and edit this thing, man, and make it private so no, people will stop trying to come over there, man. All right. We should be good over there on that end now, man. So we're going to come back over here on our side. I appreciate y'all being in the joint, man. Jay can't be stopped. What up, man? What up? What up? We about to work it. Sit strong. What's happening, man? Let's get the people another minute, man. Another minute or so. Well, let's get the people a little time to get in here, man. Y'all bear with me. We're gonna try to give them more than 5 this time, man. I want at least be 100 folks in here, man, before we start, man. I think from now on, man, the starting time, we get 100 folks up in here, man. We'll go ahead and get it cracking. Now, if that's 5 minutes, cool. You know what I'm saying? When they get to be where it's 3 minutes and 100 people in here, if 100 people come in off top, we're gonna go ahead and jump it on. We may change it at that point, man. I don't want to start in, the first minute, but we'll go ahead and but we probably, we probably should, man. Try to get the show a little bit more uniform, man. If 100 people come in within a minute, man, then we got to go ahead and roll. But our starting point, man, instead of 5 minutes, our starting point is 100 people, man. 100 people come in, we're gonna go ahead and get with it. In the meantime, man, we'll sit here and chop it up, man. Man, let me tell you something, brothers. There's always going to be a monkey wrench thrown into a plan. Now, here we are starting the show, man, 15 minutes later than we were supposed to start the show. But all we can do is keep it moving, man. We got to keep doing what we got to do, man. Life is what life is. All you can do is do the things that you got to do, man, and keep it moving, bro. So 100 people get in here, man. We're going to go ahead and get it crunk, man. That's all we can do. Bang that like while you're in here, man. Red, what up, man? All right, we're gonna tell you what we're gonna do with you, bro. We're gonna get you right on out of here. This ain't the place for you, bro. This is not the place for you. Arcane, what up? Drippy, what up? Real talk. That's it, man. King Brando, what up with you, man? I couldn't even wait on you then, Flims. I had to get that boy on out of here, man. He came in the door talking crazy. Ain't even the topic of the show, man. So we're gonna go ahead and slide him on out. SJ3, my brother, salute to you. Good to see you in the building, man. Half of the Mod Squad on deck. Well, third of the Mod Squad, man. I think the look like the Mod Squad might be down to 3, man. I might have to jump somebody else off in there, man. Cat came here the other day, man. He been in, I think that was his first live stream, maybe his second, man. So my man make him a mod, man. I ain't even never seen that dude before that, man. MVP Knowledge, what up, man? Reg Horton, I see you, bro. Let 10 more people slide up in here, man. We're gonna go ahead and get it, man. So man, the thing is, man, we gotta be keepers of one another. That's our job as men, to be keepers of one another, man. Coolin, what's up, man? Kenneth Colin, what up? That's it, bro. Just do your best to learn it, man. OJ, what up? Oscar, I see you, man. The Unspecialist, what's happening, man? Jay Nice, what up? YMC, my brother. All right, man. We got the Mod Squad riding deep up in the joint now, man. Man, this is the top of the week, man. I love this, man. You know what I'm saying? TGIM, man. Thank God it's Monday. You know what I'm saying? I was able to get back at it this week, man. Get back at it for the week, man. Start the week off, man, strong. All right, man. So we got 99 in here, man. Let's go ahead and get ready to rock with it. There we go. 101, man. Let's ride. C Right, what up? Mo Money, what up? Blaze, what up? All right, man. Let's get into it. 10 things all men need a little bit of. Some of these things you need a lot of, but 10 things all men need at least a little bit of. At least a little bit of. In order to become completely alpha. In order to be completely alpha, man, you got to master some things. Now, there are some respectable men who just ain't alpha. There are some rich men who just ain't alpha. There are some fit men who just ain't alpha. See, let me tell y'all something, man. Most of being alpha is internal, because being alpha is about governing yourself and your surroundings. So most of being alpha is internal. That's why you don't hear me talk about a lot of the external things. Now I got a client I'm working with, man, that I now run the story down on that to y'all, man, as I'm prepping my meals for the week, man. So what I'm gonna do, man, starting in the next couple of days, man, I'm gonna start posting my meals, man, posting, my workouts, just posting what I'm doing, because I got a guy, man, my newest client, man. I just got his meal plan together, man, and we'll get into that on another stream, though, man. We'll talk about that maybe at the end of this, but let's get into this, man. There are 10 things all men need to know, do, and accept in order to be completely alpha. Now, let's get these things out the way. Salute to my brother SJ3, man. Appreciate the $5 super chat, bro. Bro, say salute to Dr. To the realest BOA. Salute to you, my brother, man. SJ, man, go way back with me, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that, brother. He been rolling with me for a long time. Legged Links, man. Appreciate the $2 super sticker, man. Appreciate it. Now, let's get these things out the way. These are the normal things. These are the physical things. These are the things that we all pride ourselves in, but these things don't make you alpha. These things are just the basis of being a man, of being a regular man. Now, you got to have some killer in you. Like Pac said, I'm not a killer, but don't push me. You got to have some killer in you, where if it comes to a matter of life or death, you got to be willing to take a life to keep yours. You got to be willing to take a life to avoid your death. There are certain lines that a man can't cross. You got to be willing to possibly take his life because of those things. And this is man talk right here, man. This ain't about being tough, or this ain't about being nothing. At some point, you got to be ready to take a man's life if your life is on the line, or your family life is on the line, or if a man plays with enough of your money. This is just some things you got to have in you. And it takes a level of gangster, man, to not pull a trigger on a man out of fear, but to do it because of principle. You know what I'm saying? That's a gangster principle. to do that because of a certain principle. Now, the next thing, you got to have some pimp in you. What does pimp mean? Never elevate a woman. That's all pimping is. Never elevate a woman. I'm talking about, I ain't talking about don't elevate her above yourself. I'm talking about don't elevate her at all. Never elevate a woman. You hear guys talk about elevating women? Come on, bro. You're not supposed to elevate a woman. You're not supposed to force a woman. You're not supposed to change a woman. You're not supposed to do any of that. Your energy is supposed to be so strong that the right woman will change. Every woman still ain't gonna change. It ain't our job to be out here changing women. It ain't our job to be out here elevating women. See, that's the type of mindset that keeps a man from being alpha, because you got to have some pimp in you. And what that keeps you from doing is elevating a woman. It keeps you out of a marriage with a scallywag. It keeps you out of a relationship with a harlot. It keeps you out of a relationship with a woman who really like women and just with you because she ain't ready to come out yet. It keeps you out of those types of situations. And another thing it does, it keeps you from letting a woman come between you and your partners. And by woman, I mean female and female type dude. It keeps you from even giving a woman that type of respect where she could do that. See, for somebody to come between you and your partners, they got to be on a certain level of respect. They got to at least be equal to the level of respect that you feel with your partner for you to let them come through between you and your partners. I'm talking about your partners that hold you down. Your real partners. The ones that done put in work and did dirt with you, those partners. Or put in work and did dirt for you. Now, another thing you got to have. And another thing about some pimping, you can't be out here tricking. You got to have some pimping. That's what keep you from tricking. If you're okay with tricking, you ain't got no pimping you, man. You can't have pimping you, man, and be okay with tricking. You just can't. You got to have some of that in you. Another thing, you got to have some hustler. You know what that means? Grind, dog. You got to have some hustling in you, man. That's all that means. Grind. Whatever you're doing, grind. Go hard at it. That's all that means, man. That's all being a hustler means. That means that, man, let me tell you something. You can do whatever you want to do. You can do whatever you want to do and say whatever you want to say. But one thing you can control is if somebody outwork you. You can't control talent. You can't control skill. You can't control learning capacity. What if you're a slow learner? That don't mean that. If you're a slow learner, you can control if somebody can outwork you. That's what hustler means. If you got some hustler in you, then you don't want to be outworked. I don't want nobody to outwork me putting up content. I just don't want that to happen. I don't want nobody to outwork me putting up content. And when I see somebody and I feel like they're outworking me, then I go harder. Because I don't want nobody to outwork me putting up content. Another thing, you got to have some leadership. As you become wiser, man, with wisdom comes responsibility. If you blessed with wisdom, man, and when I say blessed, you know I mean in reference to the Most High granting you something. If you're being blessed with wisdom, man, then you have a responsibility to share that wisdom, but you have a responsibility to share that wisdom in a non-condescending way. If people need to embrace your wisdom, you can't give it to them in a condescending way, like you're trying to force feed them, or you're trying to act like they're stupid if they don't take it. Hey, man, you got to give people information in a way that they feel the benefit of it. If you want somebody to go in a certain direction because it's the right direction, you got to give them that information in a way that they can digest. It's like if I ain't got no teeth and you try to give me some fried chicken, you should have boiled my chicken. How you going to give me some fried chicken and I ain't got no teeth, man? You trying to bust and bruise my gums up? It's that simple. You can't give a newborn baby solid food. You got to feed that baby in the way you can take it, straight out the bottle, straight out the titty, man. That's how you got to feed it. And this is just basic stuff, man. But men overlook these things because men always try to impress other men. Let me tell you something. Men don't do things to impress women. Men do things to impress other men. A man ain't never shot nobody to impress a woman. Not for real. I'm not saying it's never happened in the history of the world, but the majority of the time, man, it's to impress other dudes, get a reputation from other dudes. Men don't get money and buy fly whips and all that, man, to impress women. They do that to impress other dudes. Men don't come down flossing, man, to floss on women. They come down to floss on dudes. Men don't jump into these back and forth battles and put on this display of fake machismo, and they don't do that, man, for the women. They do that for other dudes. Half of the time, women don't know what the hell you got going on. If you look good, you look good to them. They don't really care what you got on. Half of women don't know men's fashion. Dudes be trying to impress other dudes, man. And another thing you gotta have, man, you gotta have an I don't care attitude. You gotta have an I don't care attitude, man, because people come and go in your life. You can never get attached to anybody, man. If somebody come and somebody go, man, you gotta be like, okay, I don't care. As long as the people in your life benefit your life, man, you can never worry about the people who aren't in your life. You just got to worry about the people who are in it and make sure that they're providing some benefit to your life. You have to make sure that, because I'm going to get to a number when we get into the real list. This is just the stuff to get this off the table, because we're going to go deeper. This stuff right here I'm talking about right now, this ain't deep. This ain't nothing. This surface stuff. I'm quite sure there are quite a few guys on this platform who can talk about this stuff. This ain't nothing. The killer, the pimp, the hustler, the leadership, and the I don't care attitude. Hey, man, those are things that we've talked about. I've talked about. Other guys have talked about them. Let's get those out the way, because I don't want to talk about that shit tonight. We're talking some real talk. We're talking some grown man talk tonight. We're talking some pimp talk. We're talking some alpha energy talk tonight. Now that we got the preliminaries out of the way, now that we got the low-hanging fruit for the low-level thinkers out of the way, let's get deep for the alpha brethren now. Now, the first thing you need, man, and this is the beginning of becoming a man, is honesty with yourself. You need to have such a level of honesty with yourself that nobody can even blow your head up by giving you compliments. I tell you something Gary Vee says, man. If you are affected positively by compliments, then he who degrades you gains a sense of power over you, gains a level of power and control over you. If compliments float your boat, then believe insults hurt your feelings. If compliments make you feel good, insults make you feel bad. And how do you avoid both of those? By being honest with yourself about yourself. Be honest with yourself about yourself, and you don't have to worry about nobody being able to gas your head up or douse water on your head and put your flame out. You control the flame of your life, man. You control the heat that with which you see yourself. You control the view that you see of yourself by being honest with yourself. And it's easy for you to do because you're the only one that know yourself through and through. You're the only one that know yourself through and through. You know what I'm saying? I did a poll on Patreon today, man, and asked the men, do they understand why I don't respond to these guys on my channel with live comments? I mean, with live videos. I may gloss over some in a live stream, but you asked me why I don't respond. But you know, I wanted to know. And you know what what my guy said, man? Half of them said I understand, and the other half said, man, forget the haters. Literally, it was split down the middle. Half said this, half said that. It was split down the middle. I think 4 guys wanted to feed into it, but everybody else, man, was split down the middle. Literally split down the middle, 50-50 down the middle. And I said, man, you know what? I don't have to explain these things to my guys, man, because we on another level. I'm honest with myself. I'm honest with myself that these things don't mean nothing to me. I could go into some hoopla and go somewhere with it and try to get some views or try to create some type of energy that a different type of people flock to. But this the alpha sphere, man. I don't want nobody over here that ain't striving to be the most alpha version of themselves. If you don't believe in alpha males, you shouldn't be over here. If you don't believe that the alpha male is possible, you shouldn't be over here. If you don't believe that the alpha male is the epitome of manhood, you shouldn't be over here. Because over here, we believe all of those things. And we stand on those things. We build our lives on those things over here. This is the alpha sphere, Jack. That's just what it is. Whatever is going on anywhere else is fine. I don't care nothing about that. We're over here, and I'm honest with myself about this. This is what I stand for. And besides, and I probably shouldn't say this, but I will, because I want y'all to understand where I'm coming from with this. And this right here, this is the gangster coming out. When somebody says very disrespectful things to you, man, they are attempting to create a lifelong animosity. And to that little dude who yapping over there doing that, no words I can say can express the level of animosity that you have developed between you and I. Ain't nothing I can say gonna soften the blow of nothing. This is a lifelong animosity. And one day, this is how God works in my life. One day, me and you gonna be face to face. And I don't care how long it is. It could be 5 years, 10 years. The animosity I feel towards you, dog, ain't gonna never die. It's gonna be as strong as it is. I'm gonna put it on the back burner because ain't nothing I can do with it. But the very moment you and I are face to face, boy, you're gonna have to back up these words. So keep saying them. I ain't gonna even listen to them no more. Keep saying them. My guys know not to send me no links. We have an understanding. My guys respect that. I don't want to hear it no more. But the level of animosity you've created just with those words to a nigga you don't know, boy, you've created a lifelong enemy for yourself. I'm talking about in the real world, nigga, not on YouTube. You've created a lifelong enemy for yourself just because you're trying to get some views. And one day, it might not be this month. It might not be next month. It might not be this year. But one day, me and you going to be face to face and you're going to have to double down on everything you saying. And I don't want to hear no explanation about it either. Now, I ain't going to never address this no more. Now, another time, will I address this about nothing that nobody is saying on this platform about nothing. But that little dude right there, he wants to have this animosity with me. And dog, you got it. Now, let's keep going with this, man. C-Rob, appreciate the $2 super chat, bro. I see you got another one up there too, man. Yeah, appreciate you on both of them, man. C-Rob say the loudest man in the room is always the weakest. Man, and that's an old adage, man. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. See, let me tell you what you got to have, man. You got to have also an absence of the fear of death. You got to have an absence of the fear of death. Now, do we want to go out here and just on a suicide mission? No, none of us want to go out here on a suicide mission, man. We alpha. We got things to live for. We got things to deal. We got things to live for out here. So we ain't going on no suicide mission, but we don't fear death. We ain't gonna live our lives in fear because death might be around the corner. Death is always around the corner. It's just about what corner you take. If you fear death, you're in denial. You live your life running from something that's going to chase your ass down one of these days, bruh. Death is going to catch you. Why run from it? Live your life. Live the best life you can live, a life that's pleasing to the Most High, a life that brings the benefits of living to you, man. Life is for the living, bruh. Live your life, but don't run from death because death is going to be there regardless of where you run to. You could run to Istanbul, Turkey. You could run across, man. You could run to fucking whatever it is, man, Santo Domingo, Brazil. You could run to anywhere, bro. You could run to anywhere in the world. And guess what? At some point, death is going to meet you there. So you have to have an absolute fearlessness of death because it is coming. I don't even think about death. I do the things to live, but when death comes, it's there. What I'm going to do? Oh, no, death ain't ready. Death don't care about that. So fearing death is just a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. It's a man who's in denial. It's like fearing that if you eat honey buns every day, you're going to get fat. Don't fear you're going to get fat. You're in denial. Another thing, man, that all men need in order to truly be alpha, man, you got to have a zeal for life, man. You got to wake up every day ready to live. You got to wake up every day ready to tackle the day, man. You got to wake up every day ready to go do your thing. You got to wake up every day ready to face the obstacles too. You can't just wake up every day, oh, hunky-dory, like everything gonna go smooth all the time. Nah, man, you got to wake up ready to face the obstacles, man. You got to wake up ready to face the obstacles because that's all obstacles. That's all you can do with them. Face them and overcome them. That's what obstacles are put there for. You face them and overcome them and you move on. Every time you overcome an obstacle, you reach a new level of life, and you live that level of life until another obstacle comes. You can't elevate to different levels of life without overcoming obstacles. That's just how you elevate through life. You overcome an obstacle. On the other side of the obstacles, there's another level of life. No man has to overcome different obstacles every damn day of his life. You overcome obstacles in spells, in levels of life, man. Unless you just live a foul life. But we're in the alpha sphere. We don't live a foul life. So you got to have a zeal for life, but not for any life, for your life. You can't look at nobody else's life and have a zeal for their life. Let me tell you something. Whenever I see a man doing this thing, whenever I see a man doing good, whenever I see a man blasting off, you know what it gives me, man? Motivation. But it don't even give me motivation to catch him. I look at the people that I'm in front of and put my foot on the gas so they won't catch me. That's how you avoid envy. You don't look at the man who's in front of you. You look at him doing his thing. You're like, damn, he's ahead of me. You got to be, that's another thing. There we go with that honesty with self. Damn, he's ahead of me. Well, I got to make sure they don't catch me. And then you go harder. And in the process of making sure they don't catch you, guess what you're doing? Catching up to the people in front of you. It makes you go harder. It don't matter if they're going 100 miles per hour and you going 90 miles per hour, then and you speed up to 100 miles per hour or 102 miles per hour. Guess what? You catching up slow, but the extra 2 miles per hour give you you inching forward. But guess what? If you was ahead of the people behind you at 90 miles an hour at 102, they ain't gonna never catch you. And that's real, man. Arcane. What up, bro? Appreciate the super chat, bro. Say accepting death is the most liberating thing you can do in life. 99% of your problem disappear just like that. That's real talk, man. All your worries disappear, man. I mean, you have things that you may be concerned about, and you have to plan and overtake them. But you know, the thing is this, you know, they just roll on, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't have time to focus on that. You don't have time to focus on that. And then you got to have the internal fire to honor the respect man code. You know, we always talk about man code this, but they always talk about man code when it comes to women. I talk about man code when it comes to dealing with other men. You got to respect the man code. You got to be able to honor the respect man code. There's a respect man code. There's certain things men don't do. Let me tell you 5 things. I'm going to tell you 2 things right now I've never done. I ain't going to tell you 5 because this could be a whole live stream. As a matter of fact, Wednesday, that's what we might talk about. I see. But let me tell you 2 things I've never done in my life. Ever in my life, because they are the most disrespectful thing you can do to the man code. It ain't about the man, it's about the code of manhood. I have never talked dirt about a nigga to a woman ever in my life. I have never talked dirt about a man to a woman. I have never allowed a woman to talk dirt about a man to me. I've never talked on no nigga bad to a woman ever. Only even the nigga I got animosity with, I ain't even never talked bad on my enemy to a woman, because I've never elevated a woman to the level of somebody that I'm gonna discuss that type of business with. See, all these are lessons of alpha, baby. That's all these are, homies. I'm telling you what these are, man. I have never done that. I have never discussed a man's personal information with a woman. I have never discussed a discussion that I had with a man with a woman. I'm talking not even my mama. I ain't never told my mama that me and my dad had talked about. Even when I was young, my dad taught me that young. Same way I teach my son. He said, boy, what we talk about between us. You see, you a small version of me. Your mama is a big version of the girls that you go to school with. What we discuss is between us. You never discuss what men discuss with a woman. And I never discussed nothing my dad told me with my mama ever. It don't matter what it was. No nigga in the world, in history, can ever say he told me nothing in confidence that I shared with a broad. And you know what? And I'll double down on that. I'll double down on that because I'm so real. I ain't never chopped it up with a man about another man's secrets, about another man's information, about another man's life. Ever. And no nigga can ever say that. No man can say that he heard I talked about his life. And no man can say that I talked to him about another man's life. Now, some old sucker can make up, hey man, BOA said something about. No man can say honestly, under the voice of God, under the demands and weight of the word of God, and say that I discussed another man's business with him. Because you know why, bro? Because there's a man code of respect that alpha males honor. And ain't that many alpha males left. That's why in our personal lives, we ain't got that many men that we congregate with for real. Because most men don't have that amount of code in them. They just don't have it. They don't respect that code. Those are two things that I've never done in history, ever. And hell, I'm going to double down. I'm going to give you 3. And I've never let a broad come between me and my partners, ever. A broad or a broad type brother. I've never done it. Because you know why? It's just disrespectful to the man code of manhood. This shit is about being a man. It is not about being tough. It's not about being a gangster. It's not, listen, it's not about being a killer. It's not about being a pimp. It's not about being a hustler. It's even not about leadership. It's not about having an I don't care attitude. It's not about any of the first 5 things we talked about. It's about being a man. That's just the bottom line. It's just about being a man. About everything. About everything. And most men fall short when it comes to their dealings with women. Most men fall short when it comes to their dealings with women. Not because women are strong, but because men are weak when it comes to women. A woman is going to appear strong when a man is weak. It's kind of like this. If a woman can only lift 5 pounds and you can't lift but 2, the woman is stronger than you. That's what we're talking about here. Another thing that a man was had, and this gonna be controversial to the beta male cell mangina, to the guys who are going monk and all that. But every man, I'm talking about to be alpha now, you gotta have some easy sex that you actually look forward to getting. This is another level of alpha. This ain't about just talking about, well, women ain't this and women ain't that. Hey man, we don't talk like that. We alpha. What I'm saying is this: we accept women for who they are, and we appreciate the things that they have, that they are, and we just don't even worry about the things that they're not. The things that they're not, we just, okay, this women aren't like this. The things that they are, we just capitalize on and appreciate those things. Every man, in order to be the most alpha version of yourself, you got to have some easy sex from a beautiful chick that you actually look forward to getting. There is nothing that puts you on your cocky, I'm too alpha for the broads mindset than to have a beautiful woman who is at your call and you enjoy being intimate with her. Now, what 2 things does this do for you? What this does for you, it puts you in the mindset when you're out in the world that you're looking at other women and you like anything. If you want to have a conversation with me, you better make it easy. If you want to talk to me about business, you better make it easy. If you want to get with me, you better make it easy. If you want to talk to me on the phone, you better make it easy. If you want to shoot me a text, you better make it easy. If you want to cook me dinner, you better make it easy. If you, whatever you do, you better make it easy, because you know what? I already got it easy with a beautiful woman who's at my beck and call. And I'm not saying you need this every day of your life, but you got to have it once. You got to have it at least for a period in your life where there's a beautiful woman that you have anytime access to. I'm not talking about a scallywag. I ain't talking about a woman you got to pay. Of course, you got a call girl or a working girl. Yeah, you can call her anytime as long as you got to pay. But I ain't talking about that. I ain't talking about you got a chick off the sugar baby site. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about you got a chick, just a normal regular chick out here that you met under normal pretenses, and she's at your every beck and call. And it's easy. Not because she's a whore or a slut or anything, because she's into you like that. Once you experience that, you will never chase a woman in your life. You'll never chase a woman. Once you experience that, you'll never take no nonsense or foolishness from a woman just for her attention. Once you experience that, You will never wine and dine a woman and then view her as the one who's supposed to get the attention during sex and then give her everything. Give her the wine and the dine, give her the sex, give her the game, give her the wisdom, understanding, knowledge that you bring to the table, and all you got. Man, you know what? There's an older adage where older women used to tell a young woman, well, now he gone home to his woman and all he sent you home with a wet ass. That's the equivalent of what men do when they go out and wine and dine women and then give women the best sex of their lives and then drop game on women and give them the wisdom, understanding, knowledge. And then all they got, man, the woman sent you home. It's like a woman sending you home with a wet ass, dog. And once you have this in your life, you don't go that route. You can't, because you're spoiled, dog. I'm spoiled. I'm spoiled with it being easy. That's why if me and a woman can't even have if the conversation goes haywire, I don't want to talk to her no more. I ain't putting in no work for no sex because I am spoiled with the times that I have not had to put in work for sex. And there's been a few of them, quite a few of them in my life. Other men may get more sex, but I get more easy sex. And sex is supposed to come easy to a man. You're not supposed to have to work for sex. Women are automatically turned on by men. If you got to work for sex, women are probably not turned on by you. And you don't have the patience to wait until you come across a woman who is turned on by you. Now, another thing, man, you got to have a sense of discernment. And I ain't talking about this old Christian, you got a sense of discernment. I'm talking about you got to be able to discern three things. Every man must be able to discern three things before you can become the most alpha version of yourself, because not discerning these three things will always throw a monkey wrench in your growth plan. Three things. You got to be able to discern evil energy in an environment, coming from a person, coming from yourself. You got to be able to know when you got evil energy coming off yourself. And that's real. It don't get no deeper than that. The second thing you got to be able to discern, you got to be able to discern a person's true character. You know the worst thing in the world, man, is to be the friend of a sucker. It's to be the friend of a lame. Especially because a lame has already shown you with his actions or his words that he's lame. Everybody who's got a friend that's a lame, that's a sucker, that's a chump, he has done something, and probably early on, or said something that made you look at him sideways. Like, man, why would he say that? Or why would he do that? Or why is he like that? Or, man, what's wrong with this cat? At that point, your sense of discernment should kick in. You should be like, man, let me fall away from this cat. If you don't have a sense of discernment. And I'm telling you, the energy from those cats, man, will rub off in your life, and you'll start having problems in other areas of your life. And not necessarily probably maybe not debilitating problems, at least not early on, but things that just start going wonky in your life, man. You'll be like, what the hell is going on? And you'll be looking everywhere but at that sucker that you keep around you. You cannot keep the energy of a sucker around you, because it is going to bring negative energy to your life. And that's real talk, man. You can't do it. And the third thing that you must be able to discern, and this is a big one. This is the one that the majority of men on the planet have failed to develop. You must be able to discern fake love. You have to be. You have to be able to discern fake love. And how do you do that? First thing you got to do is stay out of your feelings. If you're in your feelings, all love seems real, because you're open to all love and everything that simulates love. Everything, see, you can't discern fake love when you in your feelings. You just a big ball of love yourself at that point. But for men who can't discern fake love, those are the men who end up marrying women who hate them. Those are the men who end up marrying women who still going down having conjugal visits with the man, with their baby daddy. These are the men who end up in
relationships where a woman is basically using them to be a stepdad until the real dad gets home from prison, or the real dad gets out of the military, or the hoe and the real dad get back off, get back on good terms, and they come off their little breakup spell that they do every other year. Those men get caught up in, no, if you're a man and you're sitting up in the divorce court right now, man, the woman take you down through there, man, you got caught up. You weren't able to discern fake love. Every man has to be able to discern fake love, bro, because that shit will kill you or make you kill somebody. Hell, and probably yourself too. When you see a man that go, man, killed a woman, the children, and himself, man, that boy was bamboozled by fake love and he couldn't get over it. He gave everything he had. He risked everything he had and therefore lost everything he had based on some fake love, man, that he couldn't discern. Being alpha is not for the faint of heart, man. It is not for the man who wants to just look good and dress fly and get a bunch of women and drive a nice car. This ain't for him. He's just an average dude with a little paper. Take his paper from him, he an average broke dude. He ain't got nothing. If you alpha, man, you alpha with a quarter and you alpha with a meal ticket. You alpha with a meal voucher and you alpha with a meal ticket. Now, another thing that all men must have if they want to become the most alpha version of themselves is an understanding of how feminine it is to discuss another man with a woman behind his back. A whole lot of this power that women seem to be displaying and women understanding how to be more manipulative with men comes from men talking too much to women. But let me tell you the caveat. These dudes don't have the wherewithal to talk about women about themselves. They talk to women about other men. Sometimes lie. But it is very feminine to discuss another man with a woman behind his back. Because this is the thing. And this is my motto. This is why I don't discuss men, any man behind his back with a woman. Because if I know the dude, then me and him can talk. I can get him on the phone, or she can get him on the phone. We can get him on the phone. If these things you saying, hold up, you got something to say, let's get him on the phone. Another thing is if I don't know the dude, I don't give a damn what you got to say about him anyway. You're not finna talk to me about no dude. And when I say a woman ain't finna talk to me about no dude, that you, of course, that mean I ain't finna talk to her about no dude either. Man or woman is not finna have no discussion about no dude, man. We just not gonna do it. Like, there's absolutely no reason for us to do that. There ain't no woman that I seen that's so fly, I want her that bad, well, I'm gonna tear a nigga down to get her. Ever. That's the type of thing that leads to you chasing a woman who don't want you. Feeding her information, hoping you can get her when the woman don't even want you, but you can't tell that because she's treating you nice enough to peel information out your brain. Why? Because women just want information on everybody they can get it on. For no reason. It's just what they do. But they're dangerous when they have information. Because she gets in the wrong emotional space, she'll do whatever she wants with information. Sometimes vital information, sometimes life or death information. When a woman gets in her feelings, man, she feel like she's been hurt or taken advantage of or bamboozled, she doesn't care. And so men have to understand that. And listen, if this is the type of thing you do, see, this is what men have to understand. We go back to this honesty with self. If this is the type of thing you do, if any man who's listening now, any man who listens afterwards, if this is the type of thing you do, you're exhibiting feminine behavior. All you got to do is make an adjustment. Stop doing it. There's nothing you can say that's going to make it not be feminine. The behavior itself is feminine. There's nothing you can do about it. Women talk about anybody behind their back. Women talk about their friends behind their back, laugh in their face and talk behind their back. That's just something that women do. If you do it, then you're acting like a woman. You're being feminine. That's just the reality of it. This ain't an attack on anyone. This is just real. This is a teachable moment. I teach, bro. That's all I'm doing. Anybody who needs the lesson, man, embrace it. If you don't need the lesson, man, just use it as a refresher course. And I mean, it's feminine regardless. If you hate a nigga, it's feminine for you. If you hate a man and you talk to a woman about it, it's still feminine. Talk to your partner about, hey man, let's go get this dude up. Hey man, I don't mess with that dude right there. But if you're talking to it about a woman, man, you have elevated a woman to the level of one of your partners. It's the same thing with me. We can't be talking about, man, it's okay to have a woman best friend. I'm not elevating to a woman to the level of being my best friend, dog. You know what level that is for me to say somebody my best friend? For me to say somebody my dog? Come on, man. There ain't no woman on the planet that's gonna be that. I'm not gonna elevate her that's elevating her to a man's level. Because you and a woman ain't never had enough in common to be best friends. So if you elevate a woman to that level, man, you have elevated her to the level of being a man. You might well call her your shit, man. You might well call her your equal. Another thing, man, that men must know. You must have the knowledge that no one can be trusted. No one can be trusted beyond the point where there's some benefit to them. No one can be everybody, man, listen, everybody can be cool with your man when there's a benefit to him. But no one can be trusted beyond the point where there's a benefit to him. If people can't see a benefit from dealing with you on a certain level, they can't be trusted, man. You can trust someone, and even if if they see a benefit, you still can't trust them per se, just to be. You can trust them to do whatever it is they said they would do in order to get that benefit. They'll do that. And this is not bad or good. This is just people, man. I think this whole trust and kumbaya and we all cool and we all in the same gang and self-destruction and all that right there, man. I believe all of that, man, led people to believe, man, that we all supposed to, you know, in this society that we all gonna be. Now we're supposed to, but that we're all gonna be, you know, this huge gang of people who just get along and love one another. We are family or we are the world, all that right there, man. We're not gonna do that. We don't live in that type of environment. As Einstein says, man, the greatest question that you have to ask yourself and answer is, do you live in a friendly world where everybody gets along and everybody wants you to win and everybody? I wish that it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Do you live in that kind of world? Or do you live in a world where it's kill or be killed, eat or be eat, dog eat or be eaten, dog eat dog? Get yours, or they gonna get it. What world do you live in? Do you live in a hostile world of predators and prey? Or do you live in a hostile world of all prey animals, all grazing animals just running around the savannah, man, chewing on grass and running and kicking up dust and playing wonderful little games with one another? We're not a care in the world. There are no lions and leopards and cheetah and hyenas. None of those things are around. Which world do you live in? Biggest question you can ever ask yourself. That's why you should never be surprised by anyone's animosity. You should never be surprised by anyone's hate. You should never be surprised about people who are here today, gone tomorrow. That's the way of the world. Shout out to Earth, Wind, and Fire. That's the way of the world. A child is born with a heart of gold. The way of the world makes his heart so cold. Think about an innocent child. Think about the fact that all of us were once innocent children. And look at who we've become. Not because we wanted to, because the world made it this way. Because we realized very young that we're in an environment where everybody wants to eat, not just their food, but your food too. So you got to understand that no one can be trusted. beyond the point where there's some benefit to them. Another thing that every man needs to a little of in order to be the most alpha version of himself is you have to understand that real only recognizes real until fake infiltrates. Most partners fall out over females and money or suckers. Broad type brothers cause strife between friends. Broad type brothers cause strife between friends, just like broads do. So real recognizes real for sure until fake intervenes and comes between the two. All over the world, real niggas are having fallouts because fake niggas come between them. That's just what fake niggas do. But it takes that's why you got to have that discernment to keep them fake niggas from around you. But everybody got to have it. All of us got to have it. All of us alphas got to have it. All of us real men got to have it. Because they don't care what they have to do to infiltrate. Because this is the thing about a fake dude, man. Let me tell you about a fake dude. A fake dude can play the role around one person. You can act real around one real dude. You can act like a man around one real man. But in a room full of real men, if you fake, you're going to stick out like a sore thumb. Because even if everybody don't see it on you, somebody going to see something on you that they know for a fact come from a fake nigga. Somebody in that room going to see something on you that they know for a fact comes from a fake dude. And word going to spread like wildfire that you're a chump. That's why fake dudes infiltrate and come between real dudes. That's just how it is, man. So, another thing, man, that we must understand, that we must all embrace. Charlie Pinello, what's good, brother? Appreciate the $2 super chat. Another thing that we must all keep in mind is the ability to understand positioning. And when you're too high above someone to engage with them on their terms, or when you're far too low up under someone to engage on your terms. See, if I'm above you, I'm not going to engage with you on your terms. I'm the big dog. But if I'm below you, then I know I can't engage with you on my terms. I got to engage with you on your terms if I'm below you. The problem with the men of this society, they don't understand and accept positioning because you know why? Number one, let's go back to number one. They're not honest with themselves about themselves. They don't understand their position. Many men live in denial about their position. Many men elevate themselves to a position that they know like hell they don't fit in. But we can't do that. We got to slowly build ourselves into the most alpha version of ourselves. We can't just wake up one day and say, okay, I'm above him. We can't just wake up one day and say, hey, I'm better than him. We can't wake up one day and say that. Kyle Korver can never say he's better than Steph, ever. As well as he can shoot, as well as Kyle Korver can shoot the three, he can never say that he's better than Steph or Clay. He just can't say it. And Kyle Korver can stroke the three, but it doesn't matter. He can never say it. Not and mean it. Well, he can never say it and it be true. He can say it because that's what a guy who doesn't understand his position says. When the guy says I should make the same amount LeBron makes, how can you make the same amount the man who's the face of the league makes? Why would you? Making money in basketball is not about your skill. It's about how well you represent the league by with your skill. It's about being a skilled man who represents the league well. You can be skilled as hell. There are plenty more guys who are more all-around skilled than Steph. Steph got great handles. I think Kyrie has better handles. As far as shooting goes, I mean, Steph is the truth with it, but I believe Klay is a better pure shooter. But you put that combination of handles, but Kyrie can't shoot nearly as good as Steph, and Klay can't dribble nearly as good. You understand? It's a good battle with handles with Kyrie and Steph. It's a good battle with the shot with Klay and Steph. But if you say, okay, give me the player with the two best skill sets you got, you're going to pick Steph over both of those guys every time. Because he's got a combination of both of their skill sets. And that's that. I say that to equate it to what we're talking about. You got to understand positioning, man. Positioning is based on being honest with yourself about who you are. You know your damn position. The word of the Most High says, it is better to remain low and be called up with kings than to put yourself up high with kings and be told to go sit down low. You don't belong up here with us. Everything I'm talking about is backed by the word, man. I don't say anything that's not backed by the word. That's why if a man disagrees with what I'm saying, he's not disagreeing with me, disagreeing with God. Everything I say is backed by the word, bro. Everything. I ain't never told y'all nothing on my platform ever that's not backed by the word. Nothing. So when a guy disagrees with me, he ain't disagreeing with me, he's disagreeing with God. He disagreeing with the word of God. Who am I? I mean, God don't need me to defend him. Another thing is this, man. You got to know your crew and respect their loyalty. Man, I'm going to be honest with you, brother. It's always good to get new subscribers and all that, man. But right now, today, just like yesterday and the day before that, man, I make content for the alphasphere, bro. I don't make content to get new subscribers. I don't make content to get women to come over here. I don't make content to do none of that. I make content for the alphasphere. I make content for my crew, for my family. I respect my family's loyalty and my family's propensity to hold me down and ride with me. So I make content for my guys. I make content for my crew, the alphasphere. And that's it. Bottom line. I don't try to make a lot of different types of content. No, I make content for the alphasphere. I make content that my family wants to hear. And you got to know your crew and respect their loyalty. What if I start putting out a bunch of crap that y'all don't want to hear, man? What if I start putting out a bunch of things, man, to try to get women to come on here? What if I come on here tomorrow, man, and start talking that Derrick Jackson talk, man? How many of y'all gonna stay around after a week? Y'all might give me that first time, be like, man, BOA tripping, man. Maybe there's a method to the madness. He kind of quirky like that. He'll come with something on the back end of that. But after a week of me coming on every day, man, talking that same stuff, man, y'all niggas gonna be gone. Because at that point, y'all realize, man, I'm not making content for y'all, man. I'm making content to try to get somebody else. I'm basically making content to replace y'all as my crew with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? That's just the reality of it, man. You got to recognize your crew, man, and respect their loyalty. That's all. That's how you do it in every walk of life. In if you're hustling in the streets, if you're a pimp, your women are your crew. You know what I'm saying? You got to know your crew and respect their loyalty to you. That's it. You have to, man. Steve Thompson, appreciate the $20 super chat, bro. Welcome to the fam, bro. Another thing, man, you also got to have the mental strength to stay in the fast lane in your life. Even when some broad or broad type brother tries to get you to pull over, you rolling, you in the fast lane of your life. You in the fast lane. Hey, man, let me tell you something. I'm in the fast lane of the Book of Alpha Running, my YouTube channel. I'm in the fast lane of the King Ray Ray YouTube channel. I'm in the fast lane. A big fat Bob to Bobby Stay Lean. Content coming real soon. I mean, real soon. I'm in the fast lane of H3O Fitness. I'm in the fast lane of everything I got going on, bro. But a hater will come and try to get you to pull over to the slow lane, and then just try to get you to pull over to the shoulder. Why? Just so you won't pass them by. They want you to stop. Hey man, hey, when you get up here, man, stop up here, man. Let me holler at you. Bum, bum, boom. I'm gone. I don't stop and slow down for haters, man. I don't stop and slow down for haters. Spiritual Gangsters is #1 motivation by J Lax. What up, J Lax, man? Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate the super chat. Corey Rob, C Rob, man. Appreciate the $2 super chat, bro. Say the Alsphere is all we got. Salute, Dr. BOA. That's it, man. That's it. That's all we got, man. And that's a big one, bro. You got to have, and it takes mental strength to stay in the fast lane. It takes mental strength. Men are always sidetracked by women and feminine dudes. Feminine, and when I say feminine dudes, man, I ain't talking about dudes that dress like girls and that like that. I'm talking about dudes who present themselves as masculine, but they're really feminine. Their actions show you they're feminine. Man, those guys will affect your life in a negative manner, man. And because this is the thing, this is what I want you to understand about guys who have negative energy all the time. When you see a guy who brings negative energy to anyone, he's bringing that same energy to you. You just can't see it. It's subtly being introduced in your life. You can't be positive on one side and then take negativity to the other side. You can't. You just can't, man. It doesn't make sense to do that. You have to have the mental strength to stay in the fast lane, man. Because matter of fact, you got to have the mental strength to be going so fast in the fast lane. You got tunnel vision, man. Listen, let me tell you something. Anybody in here, put a 1 in the chat if you've ever gone at least 150 on a bike. If you ever gone at least 150 on a bike, put a 1 in the chat. Now, how does that feel? What does it look like? 150, 160, around there, laying down on a bike. You start to just be able to see one line. You know what I'm saying? If you want to know what tunnel vision look like, get up to about 150, 160, 170 on a bike, laying down. And it turns straight to tunnel vision, bro. That's what you got to have. You got to have that type of tunnel vision where you're going so damn fast. So you can have tunnel vision and just focus, but it's a whole lot harder to focus when people on the side of you and you can see them and they making noise and you can see flashes of lights and all that on the side, man. And people trying to wave you down and you got to try to keep straight. But if your ass going 160, 170, you can't help but have tunnel vision. You ain't going to see nothing. You're just rolling. You rolling, man. That's how you keep negative energy away from you. You just keep rolling. If you keep rolling, negative energy can't catch up with you. You got to slow down for negative energy. That's the one thing about people who have negative energy. They're slow. Their progress in life is slow. You know, they can't, you know, when they're trying to expand, it's slow. When they're trying to grow, it's slow. Everything is slow. That's your reward for having negative energy, for being the embodiment of negative energy. Everything about you is slow. Your life is slow. Your growth is slow. Your health is slow. Everything is slow. Your wealth increase is slow. Everything is slow in your life. That's your punishment for being evil. And if you just keep rolling, they can't keep up with you. And when I say tunnel vision, man, let me tell you something. Guys seem to think that in order for you to focus on what you need to focus on, that you can't have no interaction with women. Of course you can have interaction with women. But like I said earlier, it's got to be easy. It's got to be easy. It's got to fit so smoothly into your life that it don't impede your progress. It don't slow you down. Let me tell you something. If you ride from Miami to California, from Miami to California, the only time you should stop is like if you wherever you're gonna lay over at, because you're gonna do some laying over. You ain't driving straight. But as many times you lay over, that's when you stop. Other than that, if you ain't stopping for the night to hunker down, you only stop when you need gas. That's the only time somebody can see you or talk to you, when you stop for gas. Now you got to run out a whole tank of gas every time before you stop. All the while, the rest of the trip, you ain't losing no time on the trip because you ain't wasting no time on the trip. Anybody who want to catch a ride with you got to meet you at the gas station. Because if they don't hit you, they don't catch you at the gas station, you ain't pulling over for nobody while you're on the road. That's how you have to view life. Your life is a journey from start to finish, from who you were to who you are to who you're going to become. And you got to be full speed ahead because you don't know how much time you got to do it. So you got to just stay on path. You got to stay on purpose. You got to stay on focus. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay attention to where you're going. You got to keep your eyes on the road. Oh, damn, I need some gas. You pull over. Everybody who want to talk to you, see you. If a woman want to freak you, she want to give you some brains, she want to give you a little bit of change. It don't matter. She got to do that at the gas station. Because once you get back in the car, get back on the slab, you gone. Pew! Arcane, appreciate the super chat. I think it's $5 super chat. Girl say, BOA, correct me if I'm wrong. When a girl starts saying she wants you to love her and wants you to be there for her, her only intention is to soften you up. Bro, I'm going to be honest with you. And they're going to be a tough pill. When a woman starts saying to you she wants you to love her and wants you to be there for her, she already think you soft. Because I'm going to be honest with you. I've never had a woman tell me that. I never had a woman tell me that. So she already thinks that that's something that's going to fly with you. So she thinks she's already started softening you up. Like, I want you to love, she wants you to love her and she wants you to be there for her. Man, but when a woman tell you something like that, bro, you got to ask her, man, what the fuck does that even mean? I ask women that all the time. See, you got niggas out here that want you to, well, you can't ask a woman. No, you got to make a woman explain what she means because they never mean what they say and they never say what they mean. You can't just take your own understanding about what a woman says and think that's what she means. I'm telling you, whenever a woman says something, it is not what you think it means. There's always some hidden meaning to it. There's also always some word that she's given a different meaning to. Let me tell you something. All it takes for one word to have a different meaning and the whole thought is different. So if a woman coming at you like that, bro, she's already, I mean, she's already trying to put it on you, man. She's already thinking like, you know, she's putting it out there, man. She feel like she can get that from you. If that's what you want, bro, if you want that, you know, I don't know why you would, but if that's what you want, she's basically saying, man, that she wants you to be a beta male simp mangina, man. She wants you to be her knight in shining armor. She wants you to be, you know, the frog that turned into a damn prince. She wants you to save her. And what I can tell you, bro, is don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't do it, bro. Her intention when she says that is not to soften you up, is to see how soft she's gotten you up to that point. That's a softness test. Now, another thing is this, man. Good question, though, bro. You know what I'm saying? Good question. Another thing is this, man. You got to stick to principles no matter what. You got to stick to principles no matter what. I don't care what you face. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you see. You got to stick to principles no matter what. That's just what you got to do, man. Because that's all you have. The way you built your life is built off principles. The principle that you've established in your life that means something to you. The only way to continue to live the life that you want to live in a way that you can control it is to keep living by those principles. Those are the principles that you're experienced with. Those are the principles that you know how to shape, you know how to control, you know how to maneuver, you know how to manipulate. Those are the principles that you are built on. And if you don't stick to the principle that you are built on, you'll go in a different direction. You don't know who you are. You're going a different direction from the foundation of who you are. You're building on something that's not the foundation of who you are. What the hell are you building? Got to stick to principles no matter what, man. And the last and final thing on this list, man, last thing on this list. Is you must honor the Lord your God, the Most High, with all your heart and mind. You must. All the leadership you need through this world, man, to navigate this world, man, is right there with the Most High. A lot of men have gained a lot of wisdom through a bunch of trial and error and going through a bunch of tough times. And they still don't have as much wisdom, understanding, knowledge you will have, man, if you just really, really open yourself up to the Most High, man. Let him pour those blessings of wisdom, understanding, knowledge on you, brother. It will change your life. He will make it even your enemies to be at peace with you. He will make it, the things that you do in your life, man, everything you touch, man, will be it will be fruitful. All you do is be fruitful and multiply, man, and everything you put your hands on, man, that's the reward that he gives a man for honoring him in that way. That's the reward that comes to a man who lives his life that way. You must understand that fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. It says wisdom, knowledge, and understanding run together. Fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, wisdom, understanding, and knowledge. Keep that in mind, brothers. All these things that I'm saying right here are backed by the word of the Most High. And that's just the way it is, man. So, man, I appreciate y'all coming through, man. I wish I could play some outro music, man, but I really can't. We over here on StreamYard, man, and I don't even have a paid membership StreamYard anymore because I wasn't planning on using it anymore. I think I'm gonna switch over to OBS to OBS. I guess I call it the parent app to just regular OBS Studios, man. I think I'm gonna switch over from Streamlab, man. I've been having a few issues with Streamlab, so I think I'm gonna roll straight through OBS, man. But I'm gonna check it out, man, and see what's going on tomorrow because I would rather stream from the other platform. And either way, man, I appreciate y'all coming through. Worst case scenario, man, I may have to renew a subscription here. I just don't like StreamYard, man. I don't want to stream on it no more. But anyway, homies, I appreciate y'all coming through, man. Mod Squad, man, D Flemings, man, SJ3, man. I saw one homie YMC in here. Hey, man, I appreciate everybody being in here, man. Yeah, that's a great point, man. I think I'm gonna go ahead and because I got OBS, man. I already got it on my system, man. I just been using Streamlabs, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Streamlabs, man, it's almost super tuned to gamers. You almost can't use it if you're not a gamer, man, for real. But I don't know what happened today because I was gonna use it anyway. I like using it, but I'm gonna figure it out though, man. Worst case scenario, I'll be on that one. Great vibes, man. Appreciate the $20 super chat, bro. Say I'm 21 and this lady who is 43 with 2 kids is helping me start a business, buying and selling things online. I could have sexual relations with this woman, but should I? And what do you think of guys my age and much older women? Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Don't do that to yourself. Keep that all business, bro. Keep that all business. If you can get her to do these things, man, without you having a sexual relation with her, Keep it all business as much as you can, man. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. You're gonna be a young brother that's up in there, man, paying stepdad with 2 kids. That's what you're gonna be doing. And that's just not a life, man, for that's not shit, that's not a life for a man, but that damn sure not a life for a young man. You know what I'm saying? If you can keep it business because it's working for you business wise. I'm telling you what's gonna happen, young brother. If you introduce sex, let's forget the fact that she's twice your age with 2 kids. Let's forget that. If you mix sex with business, business is gonna change business. That's why a lot of pimps don't have a whole lot of sex with their women, man. It changes a woman's mind. It changes the woman. It's not gonna change you. It's gonna change the woman. Suddenly, a woman who's doing things for you, man, just because she likes you, is gonna start doing things with the expectation of some type of loyalty or some type of title or some type of some type of establishment of some type of relationship or something. It's gonna complicate things a whole lot, brother. So if you're getting what you need out of her, I would stay away from that whole sexual thing, man. If you're 21 and you start your own business, man, you selling things online, man, you like that, man, I would stay away from that, man. Because I'm telling you what's gonna happen, man. You're gonna end up living in the house with her, and you're gonna be stepdad. You're gonna be at your business ain't gonna go the way it needs to go because you're gonna be at the crib keeping them babies, man, while she at work. But 43, shit, her kid might be old. I don't know, man. I would say this, man. Never mix pleasure with business unless it absolutely will benefit business. And there are just not many times where that pleasure will absolutely benefit business. But never mix pleasure with business unless there is an enormous benefit that you are sure is going to come from that sex. And that's the reality of it, man. So, hey, that's a good question, though, man. That was a hell of a good question, bro. So, man, let's get ready to head on out of here, man. Man, I don't know. I ain't gonna say that, man. I'm just trying to see what's wrong with this damn app, man. But anyway, man, let's get on out of here, man. I agree with Linda, man. Get the help from her, and then just keep it cordial, man. Keep it friendly, man. Just keep it friendly, bro. Don't cross that line. All right, no doubt, great vibes, man. Appreciate you being in the joint. All right, homies, let's get on out of here, man. It's almost midnight, man. Central Standard Time, man. Let's get on out of here, man. Cause where I am, man, they to open the water back up, man, and I'm gonna get out there, man, see if I can bust some of them crappy head, man, early in the morning before I get to work. So I appreciate y'all, man, being in the joint, man. Salute to everybody in the joint, man. Peace to the Mod Squad. Hey, y'all homies, we out.